This is the toughest interview in the world. Candidates were dumbfounded when they got their papers, because the paper was a blank sheet of paper, and there were no instructions attached to it. Then the invigilator told them the rules. First, you can't communicate with the invigilator or the security guard. Secondly, you can't destroy the paper. Third, you cannot leave the room. If any of these rules are triggered, they will be disqualified. The next 80 minutes will determine their future fate. After the invigilator has left, everyone looks at the white paper on the table. They were all lost in thought. Some suspected that the paper had been tampered with. Some suspect that it's just a piece of plain white paper. As time passed by, at this time, a girl could not sit still. She was the first to write her name on the paper, but the next moment she was stopped by the security guards. She was unceremoniously eliminated, because writing is also considered to be destroying the paper. The others put down their pens. The atmosphere in the examination room became strange. After a long silence, Mike suddenly remembered something about the rules. He said we couldn't communicate with the invigilators or the security guards, but he didn't say we couldn't talk to the candidates. So he tried to talk to the person next to him, and he wasn't eliminated. So that means, so you can do anything you want, except for the 3 rules. Mike suggested that we work together and share resources to find out what's on the paper. Ruth thinks the problem is in the paper, but there's a good chance it's made of special material that needs to be revealed in some way. So she put the paper up to the light. Apparently, there was nothing there. And then Jason suggested that maybe the problem was only on one sheet of paper. So they all tested it, and there was no difference at all. Soon, half an hour had passed. Callie looked around the house, and that's when she found the emergency backup light in a recess in the wall. And these lights were very similar to the security marker lights in banks. But the emergency backup light only turns on when there's an emergency. While everyone was in a quandary, Mike grabbed a chair and smashed all the lights in the room. And then the emergency lights did turn on. They couldn't wait to put their test papers on the lights to find them. But once again, they were disappointed. Now everyone was frustrated. Suddenly it occurred to Mike. The examiners say you can't destroy your own papers. They don't say you can't destroy other people's papers. So he picked up the paper of the first girl to be eliminated. He scribbled on it with a pen, but he couldn't find anything. He wondered if the paper was a pH test. It's acidic or alkaline. So he tore the paper into 4 pieces and gave one to Jason. He told him to try it with his saliva. Then he took one and hid in the corner. He tried to make the paper visible with urine. It didn't work.